Hello ladies and gents, welcome to the live stream. Welcome back. It's been a while. Today we're going to fly a Beechcraft. See if I can try and get that. Take a screenshot. So, today I'm here. Hey, Domkey. Oh, goodness me. Thank you so much, guy. Thank you so much, Domkey. That's very kind of you. I'm just here in... why is Leipzig on the tip of my tongue? It's not like Leipzig. This is Salzburg. Salzburg. Oh goodness me, in Austria. There's a very definitive weather update that's just popped in. But I've had the scenery for quite a long time and not really flown that much in and out of this area. So I thought I would fly in and out today. And I thought I'd try out the new vintage aircraft. What do they call it? Microsoft Flight Simulator are releasing adventure aircraft or historic vintage aircraft, which is, you know, I'm very happy about. I just want a DC-3. I just want a study level, PMDG level DC-3 in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Airplane Heaven, they just recently announced that it's coming as part of the November package, but so I'm happy about that. But I want it now. Just double checking that my chat is my audio seems to be working okay, and yeah, my voice is really deep right now because I'm just getting over a cold, so my throat isn't as it should normally be, as you may have guessed. Beautiful aircraft though. This aircraft add-on has been done by Carenado, and usually I don't really give Carenado too much of a look-see, but I decided that I'd give it a go because it's just such a beautiful aircraft, and it's just that perfect kind of vintage slot for me that really gets me. It's a beautiful aircraft inside and out. I'm just taking some photos here. Let's jump into the cockpit now. We're going to have a nice evening flight. Let's go to cockpit. Turn on track IR. So, yeah, beautiful cockpit. I love the view out the side window. If I press that there, and I press that there. And do they have a door down the back? I don't know if that opens. No, there doesn't seem to be a click spot for that. I'm flying on VATSIM as well currently. VFR in Brazil for FS Economy. Ah, nice. I do have an FS Economy account. I haven't touched it in years, but I really should begin to drum up some more money on that, because I bought the Piper Aerostar on FS Comanche in readiness for the A2A Aerostar that they should be releasing, but then that got delayed, so I haven't touched it since. But I should. Yeah, beautiful looking aircraft. There will be reviews online about this already. What I want to do is I just want to have a flight on VATSIM to see how it kind of handles in an online environment. So I'm going to close this window. Let's go and have a look at our fuel. We're only flying about 160 nautical miles this evening, so we won't be really using that much fuel. What I will do though is I will bring on a bit of passenger weight. I'm just going to leave it as is, I might add a little bit more fuel. 55% is good for me. Now, got my throttles, got all of my controls set up, my rudder brakes. I have flown this. We do have our parking brakes set. I have flown this once earlier today. Do I know everything, all the nuts and bolts of what's going on? No, but we will have fun. So, left wing, right wing, throttles, landing gear, cowl flaps. Let's have the cowl flaps open for the moment, and when we're in cruise. Now, so this does have an autopilot. Exactly what kind of autopilot and what the functionality is, we have yet to ascertain. It does have modern Garmin GNS 530, which I don't really know how to use these. I don't find these particularly intuitive, so I usually ignore these when they're in aircraft. If I could get rid of it, I would, but I think it's there by default. I would love steam gauges, just purely steam gauges. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to basically fly this as if it's just steam gauges and just ignore the GPS. We're going to fly over to Vienna, do a touch and go, maybe a circuit, and then land full stop at Vienna. We have boosters, we have batteries, generators, landing lights, navs, pitos. We got the full works here. We are Golf Alpha Mike Romeo Kilo. Let me just go to connect. Golf Alpha Mike Romeo Kilo. We are a Beech Model 18. Let's connect. Oh, and there's the classic VATSIM. Now, being a high nose, sorry, not a high nose, being a low tail, you do have a high nose. So I will be peering over the dashboard as much as I can, maybe using the side window as a way of looking out of the aircraft. I have already tried opening this window in the middle of flight, and it's an insta-kill. You die immediately once you open this window in flight. Don't ask me why, you just do. I think that's just to do with airframe stress, and that's how the flight simulator understands airframe stress. It just imagines that you die immediately. So, let's get the batteries turned on. I don't know why it's fuel warnings. Gear is down. I'm not 100% sure why that's going to be doing that, but let's get engine 2 started. Hey, Bearded Toad, good to see you. Ooh, some more Model 18. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can try and get this off the ground today. I'm not sure why that's beeping, though. Oh. Nope. Do 3 primes. Those are the flaps. Right. Let's watch for oil pressure. Oil pressure on number 2. And oil temperatures. Avionics Master's on the roof, by the way. Lol. Have you heard from the Madog M82 that came out a few days? I heard from them? No, I've not heard from them. I don't own the Madog. Okay. Now I've tried to start the engine. Let's see what the checklist says. Before starting engine, mags up, of course. Turn the mags on. Right, actually, without touching, let's just go straight to the start checklist. Reset the position. Parking brake set, flap 0, fuel selectors check on. They are. Left engine, right engine. Fuel boost. Oh, okay. 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 Right. We've got it. So we've got our throttle cracked. We go booster first. Oh. Right, let's external prop full throttle, quarter-inch battery is on, gens on, fuel boost. Ah, it was the fuel selector. I thought the left engine, right engine. Let's just watch. Right. Oil pressures are a little bit low, but they should be okay. Right, now what is that noise? What on earth is that noise? Ah, okay. Right. Wait. Why are you coming back on again? Oh, I don't know. Okay. Throttle. 1200 RPM. Correct. Mixtures rich, max RPM. Carburetor heat cold in. Fuel selectors, check that they're on. Yep. Yeah. Tail wheel locked. Oh, I see. Okay. Flaps 0. Lights is required. Brake. Okay. Hey Alexander, yeah. It's yeah, it's a local legends. That's it. Local legends. Could it be it's making that noise? I don't know. Right. So now that we've got the engine started and we're just warming up on the ramp, let's go to what is that noise? I don't know. This is the Beechcraft Model 18. Sorry, Alexander, for not. I'm just trying to find the source of this noise here. Was that Garmin GPS installed on the real plane? The original aircraft, obviously not. This is just installed as a modern refit for those who find these sorts of cheats a necessity. No, I'm joking. Okay. And then there's nav2, con2, or con2 nav2. Okay. Right. So I'm ready to go. We just need to make sure we're on VATSIM and we have a flight plan. So we are on VATSIM. Let's go to our flight plan. Let's just fill this in quickly. So this evening we are going IFR from Salzburg to Vienna. We will be leaving 1825 Zulu. It will take about 40 minutes probably. Let's make that 1 hour 25. Cruise speed is about 110, and we'll make it 6,000 feet. It's not a heavy aircraft, and we are flying there we go. flight plan file. So the first VOR we're going to fly to is 13.8. So let's go to that. That's 13.8 set. And we need 122.8. So the first VOR is on a radial of 336. Which is about there. And the runway heading is actually basically direct out towards the VOR, so we can set that as well. Initial climb will be 5,000 feet, and we're just going to make calls on Unicom until we get with the autopilot on into cruise. Can you make the original configuration there, like cut off all the modern stuff to make it more authentic? Does Sim allow you to do so? I was just mentioning that, Alexander. I wish I could just delete the modern stuff and just have a steam gauge cockpit only, because that's what I prefer the most. But alas, I don't think we can do that. Salzburg traffic, Golf Alpha Mike Romeo Kilo on the ground, taxiing VFR, IFR to the hold for the active runway. Okay. And off we go. And you'll notice the... Now, I have a theory about the controllability. Being a tail dragger, you would imagine it's not easy to swing the tail around, but actually it's incredibly easy in this aircraft to swing the tail. And I think it's to do with the prop wash. Because it's a twin tail, the two fins with the rudders on them are directly in the prop wash of the two props. So whereas in, let's say, the DC-3, you actually need to use a lot more toe brake to actually manage a turn. In an aircraft like this, you actually don't, because the second that you use the rudder, you are getting a very stiff surface deflection happening and a turning force being generated by both your rudder fins at the same time, regardless of your ground speed. It's just a thought though. So let me just run up the engines. No. Still don't know what that buzzing noise is. Is it the gear warning horn or something? I have no clue. But I will sort it out in the air when I raise the gear. Beautiful aircraft. It really does look beautiful. Just arrived at my destination. Numerous clouds, had to sneak under, and I had the beaches in front of me the entire flight since using them to navigate. Nice. Sounds like a nice scenic flight, donkey. I suppose the immediate contemporary of an aircraft like this would be the Boeing 247 by Wings 42, but of course the Boeing 247 will be of a far higher quality than a Carenado aircraft ever will be. So, excuse me. What is that? What is that horn? I just don't know. Okay, we should be able to take off from this intersection. So take off on runway 33. Looks similar to the DC-3, doesn't it? It does. It has a DC-3-esque. I mean, this and the Boeing 247 and the McDonnell Douglas DC-3 were all contemporaries. This was the Lockheed Martin aircraft, probably. This was the Lockheed Martin offering as a regional airliner. Boeing had theirs, McDonnell Douglas had theirs, and of course it just meant that the Donald Douglas was the one that ultimately went on to be famous. Let me just run through the checklist to see if there's something that I'm not. Before takeoff, throttle, mixtures rich, max RPM, left engine oil pressure, check. Okay, it's amber, RPM lever, check, mags. I'm not going to run a mag check right. Oh, okay, let's do it. I don't see any drop in RPM.
Salzburg traffic, Eurowings 1 X-ray, lining up runway 15.
Tail wheel locked, cowl flaps full open, flaps lights as required. Let's go extend. Hey Jonathan, good to hear from you. Okay.
Salzburg traffic, Eurowings 1 X-ray, taking off runway 15.
Where is he? Oh, he's taking off runway 15. Oh, there's a DC-3. Lol. Oh, look at those landing lights. Oh, don't they look nice? I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone around. That's weird. Let me check on little nav map before I do anything crazy here. No, I don't see anyone on little nav map either. There is a slight tailwind actually. I think the wind has shifted. Okay. Actually, it's gonna look much nicer if I take off from runway 15 anyway. Salzburg traffic, Golf Alpha Mike Romeo Kilo is repositioning to runway 15 as the wind has changed. Where is he? He would be over here somewhere, but I don't see him. Oh, he's just taken off now. Oh, he's invisible to me. I don't know why. What a beautiful aircraft. Old school. Hey, yeah, I know. That's what I'm enjoying. That's why I got it. I've got fuel selector. The fuel selector unit. Oh, okay, I see. I'm thinking that's the fuel pump I can hear, the electric fuel pump, but I've turned it off, as far as I'm aware. She's a bit of a fast taxier. Alexander says, seems old school aircrafts all have similar problems. It's more stable to fly rather than taxi. Yeah. Tell me about it. Do you know what they said about the Spitfire? You guys remember what I said? Looks a lot like the Lockheed Electric. Yes, Samuel, exactly. It's basically, it's a Lockheed Martin aircraft, so it stands to reason that a lot of the design philosophy, a lot of the aerodynamic engineering that they would have pioneered in the company, they didn't want to put any of that to waste. So their aircraft development, and you see this with most aircraft manufacturers all through history, is that successful engineering designs, they are the ones that you know, the fittest survive. So I was just looking at the airplane, the airplane heaven, Chipmunk, Chipmunk I think it's called. They've just released some press that it's about to be released soon, and it's called the de Havilland Chipmunk, and the tail, the tail is straight off of the de Havilland Mosquito. Is exactly the same looking tail as on the de Havilland Mosquito, and they would have taken that straight out of the war and just put it on the civilian trainer. So makes sense. Makes sense that this is, the cockpit's getting quite dark. I'm gonna have to, once I get the autopilot on, I'm gonna see what I can do about turning on some lights, or maybe while I'm here, see if we can turn on some nice noises there. That's better. Okay, do I have a strobe flashing? There we go. It's probably the best we can do. Yes. Just double check the sim of that. Ooh. No. Okay. Salzburg traffic, Golf Alpha Mike Romeo. It's taking off runway 15. Salzburg traffic. Okay, did a bit of a visual check. Ooh. Yes. Visual check. All looking good. So it's going to be a right-hand turnout on track to the north. Okay. Increasing. Full throttle set. Whoa. I don't know what that was about. Goodness me. That's some heavy side gusts. Positive rate gear up. She's quite heavy on the nose, but once you get her trimmed out, she's fine. Beautiful livery. Take a screenshot of that. I actually scratched that. It's going to be a left-hand turnout, I think. And I can see my radial has come in. Let's just lower the nose. Lower the nose, and we will get the flaps in. PA-28, Piper Cherokee. Did you try it? Do you like the GA in general? I love GA. I mean, my whole channel is about general aviation aircraft. Right, let's just bring back my manifold now to about 32 inches. And let's bring the RPM back to 2100. 2100 set. And just trim. Let's do a left-hand turn. A little bit too controlled. I want to see more side slip. Why does this not have more side slip? That's my question. Oh, beautiful aircraft though. Guys, I think I'm in love. Do you fly helicopters? No. Well, I mean, I fly helicopters in DCS. But they're more military helicopters. I haven't really gotten into helicopters in a civilian context yet, simply because P3D didn't really have that good helicopter physics. And helicopters haven't really... Helicopter physics and helicopters in general haven't really hit Microsoft Flight Simulator in a big way yet either, so... Okay, let's try the autopilot. So, with the autopilot mode, we've got it on heading hold. So let's go, how do we turn it on? Oh! I thought I'd trimmed you out. Evidently I had not. Okay, turn on heading. Ah. Nope. I will answer chat. I'm just trying to engage the autopilot right now. Up, down, pitch, roll, altitude. I'm just not seeing the autopilot engage switch. Problem is, these old aircraft, they would put things all over the place in really weird places. Master on off. No, I don't know where the autopilot is. It's the roll button. Autopilot roll hold. I see. But then Surely it should go heading hold then? Is it going to heading hold? If I go altitude hold, will it hold altitude? Oh goodness me, that's gonna do my head in. What is that noise? Yes, you want roll off and heading on. Okay. Oh, I see. Right, so I've turned that off. It should hold the heading now. No, and it's not holding pitch though. Nope, I'm just nosediving. That beeping, that horn is gonna do my head in the longer it stays on. Right. Oh, big lag spike. Okay. Ew. You said it holding altitude though, right? No, well, I said it was, but I mean, it's clearly not. If I turn all of those off, and I turn on altitude, it should begin to hold altitude. If I turn on heading, it should begin to go to heading. If I turn on roll, it should... Yeah, it's not doing what I want it to. Which is really annoying. So basically, is there like a... This is what I love doing with aircraft, really. I love just kind of figuring them out as I go. I just love jumping online and just trying it out. But ultimately, I'm trying to use the... I'm trimming as well, which apparently is turning off the AP, I guess. Alright, there's my first... There's the VOR. I'm over the VOR now. Stop going into like a climb. Okay. I have no idea. Hand flying, yeah. I mean, I don't mind hand flying it all the way there. It's just that I'd like to learn how the autopilot works as well. Because I'm on VATSIM, so... And it keeps going into like a nose climb every time I trim it, and then I look... Beautiful looking aircraft though. So 41 nautical miles to the next VOR. Oh, hello. Okay. Every time I... Is that the autopilot on now? Yeah, that's on heading. I mean, I could put that on nav. Okay, the aircraft's responding. Right. Okay. How do I pitch the nose down and descend to 6,000 feet? Okay, it seems to be working now. I would like to descend to 6,000 feet. Oh, turn on... Oh, my goodness. Well, this is where it's at, guys. Aviator Biggs, you are the man. Absolute man. Right, let's go down to... you have roll hold on. Yes, I have roll hold on now. Should I turn that off? I'm flying. Yeah, I've got a 17 knot crosswind from the left, which is why I'm crabbing into the wind. Should I take the roll hold off? Because it looks like it's tracking nav perfectly fine. It is rolling. Well, it does seem to be working now. It's on nav hold. I'm descending to 6,000 feet. Once I hit 6,000 feet, I will hit the alt. Well, we don't, because the second I get to 6,000 feet, I'm going to hit the alt hold button. And then see if that... Wait for it. Right, hold. Now, is it going to hold? Yeah, looks like it's going to try and hold. Okay. Looks like we're on the right track now. You might have to turn pitch off. Pitch is off. Pitch is off. It's selected to nav. Yeah, turn to pitch off. Yeah. Is off. Only altitude and roll is on. I don't know why roll is on because I have nav on. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to turn it off because it might disengage the autopilot. I'm not sure. Okay, I'll just take it off. Now, that buzzing horn. Oh. Oh, Caronado. Oh, Caronado. I mean, I am impressed. What will happen if you manually try to descend? Oh, 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 oh. Oh, the roll hold. The roll hold is needed. The roll hold is needed. Yep. See that? I had it off and it was slowly banking to the right. I turned it back on and now it's brought us back onto the right. I do need roll hold on for that is essentially autopilot master. Now, the question is, what is this? Yeah, so the roll hold is your nav hold. Well, it's not the, yeah, it's the nav hold. Yeah. What is this stupid buzzing? There's this horn noise. My gear is up. What is that noise? I just wanted it to turn off. Is it a horn or the Troy sound from the instruments? The Troy? Hey, Aqua Vital, good to see you. Is it a horn or the gyro? What gyro? Calibration? It's not roll hold. The roll button just allows autopilot to roll the plane to work with ailerons. Yeah, that makes sense. It can have connection with nav hold, but it can be heading hold, for an example. Yeah, that makes complete sense now to me. It is just that understanding the language of the 19 whenever this was designed. I just want some peace and quiet. Oh, I see. It's just the background noise of. You're saying it's just the natural background noises of the aircraft. Okay, if that's true, that's fine. I'm just wondering if I have something turned on that I don't need to have turned on. like the starter button or a booster button or something. It just sounds like something's turned on that I don't need on. That's all. Okay, well, yeah, we'll just leave it as is. It's a bit annoying, but yeah. Well, I've turned off the master. Sorry guys, this is a photograph that's just too good to miss. I think we've got ourselves a thumbnail here, guys. There we go. Yeah, what a nice calm little cruise. Beautiful. What a beautiful little thing. Look at this. How cute is this? Do you know what? I don't need a lot to. I don't need a lot to keep me happy. You know. Don't need a massive amount. Just something vintage. That's all. Oh goodness me, this noise. When I turn the master switch on and off, it does turn off the noise, but I'm just drinking some tea. You know, as you do. Ground speed 168, that's not bad. Okay, we're 10 nautical miles out, and our next radial is going to be magnetic 081. We're still on 122.8. We haven't heard anything from ATC yet. That's just... We are going to be inbound Vienna. And it'll probably be a sunset or just after sunset landing at this point. It's the internal gyros for the instruments. Well... You see, when I flew this earlier today, I pressed Control E to turn it on automatically, and I didn't have this noise. But I don't know. Maybe I'll have to watch other people's videos and see what noises they have. You filed IFR, right? Because I was about to yell at you for flying right towards some. I'm not flying right towards someone, am I? No, I'm not flying right towards someone. .7 nautical miles out from our VOR. All looking good. Oh, clouds. Oh, flying right towards some clouds. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, no, I'm flying IFR. Nah, the Austrian airspace is about freedom. Very good. I could go VFR if I wanted. But in this low visibility, low light situation, and coming into Vienna, I'm just going to go IFR for a bit and then get radar vectors. And on a day when I can fly in the middle of the daytime, with slightly better visibility, I might go VFR. Ooh. Fuel selectors check on. Mixture, rich, landing gear down, prop levers max. Let's just lean out, by the way. Stay VFR, VFR, turn the master switch off and then no more noise. However, then you won't be able to talk to ATC, but it will be quiet. Yeah, well, Ah, this sim is just so beautiful, isn't it? I can't wait for the 808 Comanche. Oh, I just can't wait to have AccuSim in this. To have AccuSim. I mean, at this point, I'm hardly ever going back anyway. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Oh, come on, guys. Well. That happened. Well, what I'll do, guys, is I'll just go on to do some IL2. Go fly Mosquito. Sorry. Yeah, that was a bit... sim or model problem. Let's go to the event viewer. See what it was. I bet the event viewer is not going to help me here. It's probably just going to tell me it was some random... yeah. Okay, this isn't helping me. I can't go to the event viewer while tabbed out of the... Get rid of that. Who's the developer of the plane? Caronado. Oh, I can't get back to IL2 now. Trying to do too much at once. Ah, that might have been it. Oh, Samuel, the way you get the booster pumps to turn off is the same way you turn it on. You have to select the engine first, then hit the booster pumper again to turn it off. That makes complete sense, and that's probably exactly what my problem was. And now I can't do anything, so... end task on IL2. If you guys don't mind me, would you like me to go back to Microsoft Flight Simulator, or do you want me just to kind of head on to a different application this evening. I know it's a bit of a cross purposes with the stream, but what do you guys want to do? What are we doing now? Actually, I do think I might just jump into IL2 and make this a bit of a mixed stream. I've been having a lot of fun in IL2 recently, flying combat missions. So I thought, hey, maybe we can go do some dogfighting and kill some people. So that's always fun. It keeps it interesting as well. It's not just annoyingly I didn't even get some VATSIM ATC going on there either. But I will fly the Beechcraft 18 again soon. Thank you for that tip on the fuel, on the boost pumps. I'm sure that's what it was. I'm sure it's just because I didn't select the engine. I turned the boost pump on for an engine, flipped the engine selector, and then tried to turn off the boost pump, and then it wasn't turning off, and that was why. I'll remember that for next time. Battle over Eindhoven. Okay. Oh man, Coronado is totally peaked. They basically do default planes with just nice graphics. The graphics is beautiful, no doubt, but other than that, from my experience, A2A Simulations does the best. Exactly my opinion as well, Alexander. What is your honest opinion on VATSIM? I just got set up with it. I like it. I really like it. I think it's really great for learning a modern, realistic ATC environment. I really like it. If you find good controllers with enough traffic on to create that realistic environment, and VATSIM is mostly European centric, let's say. Let's see. We need some. They've already taken out 2 of our targets. We're gonna have to do something about that. Okay. They've already taken out Allied Logistics. There's Panzers and defenses. And more defenses at Tilburg. I think I'm going to go for the defenses at Tilburg if I can. What should I choose? Okay, guys.
You are in the neutral lobby. Spawn an aircraft to join coalition secure channels.
Thank you. Guys, choice time. What do you want to see me fly? P-51D, P-51B, the Tempest, the Typhoon, the Spitfire Mark 14, Mark 9, Mark 5B, the 47D, the 47D Razorback, the P-38J, the A-20, or the Mosquito. Place your bets, ladies and gents. What would you like to see me fly this evening? P38. Aviator says P38. Okay, let's go. Let's go P38. P38 has a vote. I mean, there is a nice US community on VATSIM as well, but you'll only get good coverage on events and stuff, and they're pretty frequent. Yeah, that's true, Bearded. I've been enjoying US VATSIM, Boston, East Coast. P38 would be great, yeah, because that's two votes for the P38. Anyone else?
Welcome to Combat Box. You are in the unsecured neutral lobby.
I do like the P38. Anyone else casting their votes? I'll go P-38. I've made the choice. Right. Guess I'll have to learn to fly outside the US. Aviator, VATSIM, there are small regional differences. I will say that. But they're not so huge that the regional differences aren't so huge that you feel like you need to learn a whole new set of something or other. Pretty much, I mean, there is a distinct difference, I think, between US and Europe, but apart from that, it's pretty much international. I'm being peer pressured into P-38, but then a Mark V Spit. Well, you see, the problem with flying the Mark V Spit bearded toad on this server is that it's massively underpowered versus the opposition. So on this server, where you've got the option, you'd go for either the Mark 9 or the Mark 14 Spit. So, okay, let's get this babe up. The P-38's a beautiful aircraft. I love the balance. There's literally no torque.
Command grid 1610, request picture.
Panther 4, nothing reported nearby.
I'm just setting my just going to radio check.
Radio 5 by 5. Use channel 2 to request a call sign for your mission.
Request call sign.
Command here. Use call sign Voodoo 1.
Voodoo 1. Okay. Let's go back to channel 1. Okay, let's go. Multiplayer flight. Tra-da-da-da-da-da. Yes. That's what we're about here. Okay, engine 1 is on. See, all you have to do in IL2, can I get clear prop? Clear prop! I'm not gonna shout. I'm sorry, my voice can't do that right now. In IL2, all you do is you press the E key, and the engine startup sequence is all completely automated, and then all you're doing is managing mixture, props, and power, and radiators. But then the P-38 has automatic radiators, so you don't have to worry about engine heat. Just don't overstress your engines, and you'll be fine. Okay, so you do have to navigate VFR. So we are here over in Wundersdrecht, and we're going to fly east to Tilburg. Tilburg is a massive city, so we won't miss it. But the enemy airfields are over here on the east, and they will be flying and trying to intercept us. So we do have to look out. The P-38's beautiful at taxiing. Is it multiplayer? Yes, this is a multiplayer server. That Tempest over there is being flown by a real player. He's just taking off. You see him behind me? He's just starting up his engine, and this is a fully multiplayer server. Okay, my canopy's coming in, and let's close up the canopy properly now. Okay, left window's coming up, and right window's up. Okay, canopy's up. Let's turn on our wing lights for... I've got a little mirror here, which is really cool. Let's turn on the wing lights, and we can see the runway is clear. There's the Tempest taking off in front of us. Wheels up. Throttles forward, and let's build the speed. We've got a heavy bomb load, so I'm not going to use flaps for takeoff, because that's just going to cause more drag than is actually helpful. So with a cleaner profile, we will increase speed faster and therefore increase lift faster, like so. And with the beautiful tricycle gear, The P-38 is a joy to fly, and easy on ground handling. We have a little compass in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, which is underneath my it's underneath my webcam actually, so you guys can't see that, but I can. Let's bring the RPM back to about 2600, and the manifold back to about 45 inches, like so. Set. And she climbs beautiful. You do also drop some flaps before rotation.
Use all those
Best
bombs
for both
on Jerry.
worlds.
Don't bring any home.
Let's turn off the wing lights. I could if I wanted to. I didn't bother with it there. And then I just bring my mixture back to auto lean, and I just leave it there for the entire flight. If I go auto rich, you'll see there's actually, I have some engine exhaust. You see? If I leave it on auto lean, that engine exhaust goes away, and I am less visible at long range. Engine exhaust is one of the pretty major identifiers for aircraft spotting. And the nice thing about IL2 is it never crashes. It's a very, very solid, non-crashable sim platform. So just turning east. I think my voice is deteriorating. I might have to ask my wife to come get me something to drink. This sim is a combat flight simulator, so it's not a civilian flight simulator. It's completely geared towards combat, World War II combat to be specific. There's the airfield we just took off from, I believe. This simulator is called IL2 Sturmovik Great Battles. That's the official name. IL2 Sturmovik Great Battles. It's the second major iteration of a very, very long-standing, well-established combat flight sim
tanks under attack. Grid 1310.
gaming platform that was first developed back in, goodness me, maybe 1999, 2000, 2001, 2003, something like that. Pretty, you know, it's at least 20 years old. Can you get it on Steam? You can, Aviator, but I would suggest you buy it directly from the developers, and that means that the developers get the 100% of the cost. It's the same cost on Steam as it would be from the developer, but when you buy directly from the developer, you're giving them 100% of that money, as opposed to Steam gets a cut of everything you download. The way this platform works is the first package, it comes in packages. The first package you buy is the Battle of Stalingrad package.
Anyone up there, Burrito?
Which negative, but I'm in a P-38 inbound from the west.
Alright, I'm headed there from the south. Probably be there in a minute or two.
Copy that. We'll keep my eyes out, let you know. So the cool thing is that I was just talking to another guy on the server using...
This is Kenway. Mission update. Friendly breeder tanks and Turnhout industrial report light damage.
I was just using an online... sorry, not an online. I was using an application called SRS.
I think I've got a tally on them. They're northeast of the target, heading east, like running away. Like B-72 enter open traffic. Active runway 29. Oh, I've got a tally on one. He's down low, kind of by the river towards Hilsa. Oh, he's turning back, though.
Copy.
Seeing some tracers. Oh, looks like a couple bombers here. B-79 Bowen's direct tower aircraft. Enjoy unleashing those fireworks on Jerry.
Okay, this is the target area. This town off my 11 o'clock. I'm using SRS. I was sorry, I was interrupted by that guy. When you... 2 idiots from the look of it. Copy. I'm talking to this guy. He is... I don't know who he is. It's a bit like VATSIM, but for the two different teams, the Axis and the Allies. I see a contact. I see a contact over the town right now, diving in a right-hand bank. Is that you?
Yeah, that's me.
Copy. Coming up behind you. Okay, full forward. Boost engaged. Is it just bombers, or do you have fighters there?
Looks like just the 2 Ju-88s and some of our fighters.
Copy.
This is leader requesting landing approach. Over. Proceed. Winds are calm.
Uh-oh.
Leader. Roger.
The round will finish in 15 minutes, so we don't have long in this until the server resets. The 2 Ju-88s are going to go for those our friendly tanks. I can see a couple of contacts, but based on what the guy said, I'm not really going to be finding much to shoot at there. I'm going to push on to the target, drop my bombs at Tilburg, and then exfil. Can you win the town and this way move boundaries on the map? Yes, that's the way that works. You can get on servers that have like a dynamic campaign where the you know, if you push the front forward or backwards, that's how you win the map eventually, and the server will run for, you know, a month.
B-70 June Antwerpen to 51. Good luck and Godspeed with your bombing run.
Okay. Gonna keep an eye on in my rearview mirror. Allied industrial area under attack 1610. I can't do anything about that. I'm in a bomber. That's your fault, guys. You chose this.
Turnhout industrial under attack. Grid 1610.
Yeah. I'm just gonna push onto Tilburg, see if I can drop these bombs before the end of the server. I can see the target area. I can see it out my window, just off my 1130. I'm just going to gain some altitude because coming close to the target area, if I do spot a bogey and he jumps me, I can put my nose down and I can translate this altitude I'm gaining right now back into speed to dive away from him and increase my chances of survival. What's the point of the automatic dispatcher? That's just there to help.
All pilots, heavy fighting near Turnhout in grid 1610.
Yeah, that automatic dispatcher that keeps, you know, automatically talking, that's just there to help you. If you're in need of a target, you can call up the dispatcher and it can vector you onto a target. It can help you. You can call up the tower at an airfield, I think, and you can request a landing sequence, and it will give you a landing sequence. Although I've not tried that, I just land totally VFR. So.
Alright, headed down south towards Turnhout here.
Copy. I'm headed towards Tilburg. Okay. I'm 7,600, 7,000, almost 7,700. 7,700 feet, and I can see some targets there. I'm just going to go straight in. And I'm going to drop 2 sequences of bombs. I'm going to hit the dugouts before the bridge and then the dugouts after the bridge in one pass. And I'm going to bring my throttles all the way back to 0 because I will gain a tremendous amount of speed in the dive. In the dive, I'm already 350 miles an hour. Okay, getting my finger ready on that bomb release button. And coming down into a really nice looking bomb run here. Release. Release, release, release. And boom! Oh, that was good, I think. Oh yeah, that was good. That was alright. And I'm very vulnerable right now. So I need to turn around.
Command grid 1610, request picture.
Panther 4, heavy fighting near Turnhout, to the east.
I probably have a few bombs left underneath, so I'm going to go in for a second run. There's 2 bombs.
Anyone on comms near Turnhout? I don't see anything here. It must have already finished up.
All pilots, intel suggests enemy fighters have been diverted away from Tilburg in grid 1411.
Okay, there's some tanks there. Let's see what we can do. Check 6. Rolling in. There's some trucks. Let's go get a truck. Ah, missed. I wasn't quite lined up with that. Oh, I see. He's facing away from me. Nine minutes left on the map. He's facing away. I'm gonna see if I can increase speed and get underneath him and see who that is and ID him. No, he's turning flat on. That looks like a... Yeah, that looks like an ally. That looks like a Tempest or...
B-58 Northbrook
Yeah.
Tower to all pilots. Active runway 25.
That's a Tempest. I'm not gonna worry about him. I love aerobatics. Oh, good to see you, Bearded Toad. Yeah, he's a Tempest. Oh no, it's a Spit. Spit or a Tempest. Wing shape. Good to see you, Bearded Toad. Thanks for joining, and I'll catch you later. I'm just going to kill this truck. And then I'm going to see if I can crack some of these tanks. There's a truck. The biggest problem of aerobatics and stuff, you need to buy track IR or something like that, otherwise it's much harder to win. Yeah, that's right. I've got track IR 5 and it's been the best investment in my flight simming I've ever made, ever. So, that's my recommendation. If you do one thing, buy track IR. If you don't go, if you're not a VR lover. I can see the Tempest off to the north there, circling around. I see another contact. I'm just going to hang about.
Command 1712, request picture.
Panther 4 Command. Nearest friendly airfield B-79 Voenstrecht. Bearing 215, 50 miles.
I'm just going to ID this aircraft.
Command 1712, request picture.
Panther 4, nothing reported nearby.
This bad boy does get up there.
Voodoo 1, Command. Cover friendlies attacking Tilburg defenses to the northeast.
What is he? That's a 109. That looks like a 109. Yeah, straight 109. Yeah, hits on, fights on. What you gonna do now? You're streaming. Check 6. 6 is clear. I think he's not going fast enough.
All pilots, friendlies report only 1 or 2 patrols near Tilburg, grid 1411.
Boom. And that's how... I mean, he did basically nothing to try to stop me. I mean, he did a head-on pass to begin with, but I guess maybe the damage that I caused him was just too much. Okay, in 4 minutes, I'm going to see if I can make it back home. So... and there's the Tempest. Yeah, so we got a little bit of a fighter kill in there, guys. That was nice. And there's a Mosquito. And there's a Tempest. And they all look like they're having fun. Okay, let's bring the inches back. There we go, continuous mode. How does the fuel work on this sim? Can you run out or no? Yes, you definitely can run out. You set your fuel amount before you take off, based on how long you think your mission is going to be. That's Gills.
Any friendlies near grid 1713, 51 flight attacking Lomol defenses, request cover.
You can definitely run out. You just have to watch your fuel. You can see the fuel there. That's the fuel pressure. Let me see if I just put on the kind of auto level, hold. Where's my fuel pressure? Oh, my fuel quantity. Yeah, there you go. 2 main tanks, almost full. The 2 front tanks are empty. Yeah, you see the top gauge there is the 2 front tanks are empty. The 2 rear tanks are almost full. So you can see it's an automated fuel system, so I don't have to swap tanks. So IL2 Sturmovik is kind of like a semi-realistic setup.
Contacts on the deck, just east of Tilburg.
Copy that. I'm RTB in the P-38. I dropped the bombs and I killed a 109 over Tilburg. The Germans have destroyed more targets and win the map. Okay, the map's going to reset in 2 minutes, so I don't think I won't get on the ground before the end of the server, but the points that I did generate should be okay. Actually, let's just see if I can. Let's just see if I can do an off-road landing, but we're ending in 30 seconds anyway, so that's what it looks like when you pull too many G's, guys.
Friendly forces at Allied logistics are under attack in grid 2211.
Okay. Well, my iPad is dying. Nice meeting you, Peter. Well, I'll be back to watch again. Have fun. Yep, you too, Aviator Biggs. Thanks for joining. And I think I'm going to probably call it quits for this evening. My voice is a bit done. I will be back, folks, with more Beechcraft 18 content on VATSIM. I'll just leave this server now and exit game. I will be back with more content soon. As soon as the A2A Simulations Comanche drops, I'm going to be flying the backside off of that thing. But yeah, I do get kind of crashes and random things happening with Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Welcome to Combat Box. You are in the unsecure.
I think there's a lot of a lot of things that still need to be worked on there. So anyway, thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will catch you later.